Alright guys, so me and Zach are back. This weekend we're going to be working on absolutely just the E36. We are honestly trying to get everything done that we have for the car. We have a lot of stuff that's like on the car but not bolted up. And then like just a couple things, like today we're going to be, oops, the wind. Today we're going to be working on the steering shaft and the driver side header because the steering shaft goes between the header. So when we went to put it in, we got the shaft in, but we couldn't bolt up the header because the bolt wouldn't fit between the header and the shaft. So we're gonna pull the shaft back out, fully bolt down and torque down the header with the gasket in there, which is he's doing now, and then get the shaft back up in there and then work on the next project. Oh, so he's pulling out. Damn, is that grease on your, I thought it was grease on your hand already. Isn't it? Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, your car's greasy as shit. All right, so he's getting that one. Here. You got the other one? Mm-hmm. All right, so me and Zach are gonna go ahead and pull the splines off of right on the bottom. Dude, Zach, your fucking alignment is so bad. Look at Yeah, man, I don't know what happened.
I want to keep them at full lock, so my car looks cool.
Oh, yeah. I have to take the steering shaft out to have a
full lock.
Nah, but he just dropped the rack, and now the shaft is disconnected from the rack. Now we just got to disconnect it from basically the steering column. See, you can let it hang.
I don't want to let it hang.
Why? All it's doing is pulling your tie rods in.
Okay.
All right, well, go ahead and try to pull the actual shaft out off the thing.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, you said that about the other thing. The header is kind of in the way, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to undo this one bolt real quick. 1 hour later, we got the shaft out. All right, cool. Thank God. Fuck that thing. It was the big. Look in there. Look in there. It ain't even messed up. Man, I don't know why that was so hard to get out, but that fucking sucked. But now, before we go get food, Zach.
I'm thirsty. I don't want fucking food. I'm just thirsty.
You want a water? I got something back in the Rover. I do. They're in the back.
I know. I see.
All right, so let's get the header on, and then we can go ahead and get the shaft back on. I'm about to piss myself.
I'm all like, Sebastian was just shocked and he's like, we got a problem. I just shattered a spark plug.
That bitch froze. Where you could barely see it. Damn, well, now we gotta get a new plug.
Why the fuck did we put plugs in before we did
Because all this wasn't supposed to happen. Look at that.
You better hope that thing comes out.
Shattered that bitch. Yeah, it'll come out. Alright guys, so we're on our way right now to Lowe's and to get something to eat. We gotta pick up this size thread. I don't know what size it is, but we gotta get that. And a new spark plug because we shattered one and a couple other things. Look what we just seen. Look at the tiny, look how tiny the wheels are. That thing is so badass. I'm telling you, if that was even 200, man, you just wrapped it up. Oh my. Alright guys, so we just got the new spark plugs from the store. I went ahead and just put it in there. Now what I'm gonna do is pretty much go ahead and drop the gasket in along with our header, bolt it all down, and then lower it back down onto the E46 bolts. Actually bolt the engine down, and then we'll finally have that all finished up and we'll be set. If it's done. We're just cracking jokes because every BMW video we make, it's like, all right, we're getting the header in, and then it's like, boom, all right, the header's done, next project.
But it's not our fault because everything's a bitch.
Yeah. Dude, look at all the spark plugs scraping in there. No, I'm just kidding. That's from them burning it. All right, so we're getting the header finally in, hopefully for the last time. Let's try not to break another spark plug. We bought an extra one just in case. I got to jack up the engine. There we go. That's fitting correctly. So now we take our bolt. Look. So you got these little slots to help you do that. So you can actually bolt the header up without the gasket.
That's cool.
Yep. So you take that one. And then we get our other one. Here, you might want to step back a little bit because this one, I don't even know if I'm gonna get it. Get the bolt. Get the socket. You can't reach. Get the socket. Zach, just get to 12. There you go. All right, so we're gonna take the valve cover out because I can't fit my hand between the booster and the valve cover to get this last bolt in
really
from
only
the
these
back.
4?
Yeah, it's only 4 bolts to take off LS valve cover.
That's crazy.
Dirty as shit, boy.
Damn, that's dirty as shit.
That's okay. That is dirty though.
That is really dirty.
Truck engine life.
Dude, look at that. Oh my god.
Is that a fucking leaf? It's like. Alright, so finally got all the bolts in. He's going ahead now and just tighten them all down so we don't have any exhaust leaks. But that took like 2 hours to do. Finally, we can start doing some productive shit. We're not using the E46 one. Thought you were using the E36 one because it's thinner. Because of this. It's thinner, you can see. Right there. This is thicker, but this is thinner. I'd rather go with that because it's right up against the header. So we're gonna have to get a new E36 shaft. Alright, so finally, dude, literally it's been like 2.5 hours.
Dude, literally, dude.
Oh yeah, how about that haircut, dude?
Dude.
You got the straight cut across the forehead. Dude.
What?
That shit is fucking...
I can't touch it right now.
Oh, there it is, dude. It's
Where
me
the
now.
bitch is that?
I just want to show you guys how bad Zach stripped his axle bolts. So what we're going to have to do underneath of the car is literally take the angle grinder and cut the head off on all 3 of them. And then pull the axle off, and then with the stud, weld a bolt back onto the stud, and then actually unbolt it. I want all of you to go to Zach's Instagram and dislike every one of his pictures for this shit.
As long as you follow, it's okay.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
You
I
can't
gotta
even
cut-
dislike pictures.
Huh? You can. You unlike that shit. Everyone, go report him.
No!
Go report him on Instagram for this. Making me have to cut these axle bolts. See these glasses? They ain't gonna protect shit. I'm gonna come out with like 10 holes in my shirt.
10 holes in my shirt.
I'm gonna die. I'm literally, look at this. I'm looking at death right now.
Watch out, man.
Alright, so we're pulling the diff out. He's doing the last bolt right now. And then you're just going to crawl out of the way and we'll come out here and lower it down. And oh, it's alright. It's just going to go.
Oh,
I got it.
goes.
There it goes. Alright. Well, the jack didn't lower it, but it caught it. Look at it. Sebastian back at it again with the slick moves. Studs are hand loose. Alright, well, first let's show them that we get what we got. Drill out. Here, pick it up by the front. So I can show them this bolt.
Jesus Christ.
And actually, you don't have to. Yeah, we got to drill. You ready? Got some light. There you go. The trick is just to keep tapping. You don't want to go at high speed. All right, we're getting there, guys. Use this as a camera mount. All right, so we got the diff back at the garage. We and Zach are about to pick it up, slide it under here, and put it back up in the car. So we went ahead and got the diff up in there. I got my ear bolted up. Zach's over there looking for his ear bolt. Diff is completely in. Now we gotta put these OEM from ECS tuning.
Man,
torque
comes
bolts
in like a
back
pack
in.
of condoms.
Alright, so I just went ahead and got all the bolts in on this axle. Zach's doing the other side right now. Ears are bolted up. Front bolt, you guys can see, is right there, is in. So, it's pretty much good. We're gonna have to torque it down when we get his brakes back up and working.
So today we figured out we got these brackets and the coil packs don't work, so I gotta send them back. We got the header bolted up. I need to get an E36 steering shaft. I think that's all we did up here.
Alright. Alright, so we finished it up like Zach just said. We did all the engine stuff. We have the trans mount, so we have this, and then we also have the rubber piece that goes between it to the trans. So we should be doing that tomorrow, hopefully. we just have to go get the bolts. We don't have the bolts that holds the actual mount to the chassis. And then for underneath, as you can see, we got the new axle bolts in. We had the whole diff removed. We got the ear bolts in there. The new bolt for the front of the diff, so it's all 100% solid and ready for like 300 foot-pounds of torque. So we'll catch you next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we got much more coming soon.